in group chat therapy. I think I need group chat therapy.
I spend a lot of my time alone these days, but this vlog takes me down the south coast for a much needed girls trip. Although you could technically call this a work trip, it definitely didn't feel like that at all. Hello, good morning. Welcome to this vlog. I'm so excited to bring you along for this week. I'm currently down in Gerringong for Red Bull's Fitness Summit, which basically is like a week of really fun activities with other kind of fitness creators. And yeah, I'm just like so incredibly grateful to be invited on a trip like this. It's so just like, how did I get this lucky? We are at the most beautiful house. I will give you a full tour later because just look at this view right now. This house is insane and I'm just like in awe. But yes, this morning we've just had breakfast and we're about to go do a surfing lesson with Sierra Kerr, who is a professional surfer. So I'm so excited for that. And then we've got a whole bunch of other activities this afternoon. So yes, I'm so excited. I am so incredibly grateful to be here and let's have a good week. I would say I'm a pretty typical eldest daughter. I definitely love to socialize, but I have always been described as pretty independent. So going into a trip like this where I knew I was going to be surrounded by other girls all week, some of whom I'd never met before, I wasn't really sure what to expect. So I really wanted to set the intention to be social, to be friendly and ask lots of questions and just not take myself too seriously, but also to give myself the grace to step back and take time for myself if I ever needed it. Luckily, as soon as I met all the girls, these fears completely fell away. Look at this view. Come say hello to Alira. I'm learning this new camera.
Morning!
Morning!
Yeah, this view
is insane. This is Alira. We met on the City to Surf weekend when you did your first like big run,
Yeah,
right?
my first big run, yeah.
And now we're back together for another trip. Yay. I'm so excited. Yeah. Woo!
Insane.
I think I need group chat therapy.
Amelia just arrived. And now we're putting on our wetsuits to go surfing. I don't want to get on It's a little bit chilly down here, not like the Gold Coast. And apparently the water is a bit cold and slightly flat this morning. So we shall see how we go.
Frustrations, continuation for days and days, and I can just say it, no explanation needed. We just understand what we mean, if only through pictures and memes. Years together run deep.
How are you feeling for surfing?
Oh my god, I'm nervous. I'm the most uncoordinated human ever.
But we're gonna give it a go.
Yes.
Yeah. Amelia, how are you feeling?
I heard that it was small, which is good. I've stood up on a wave before.
Twice. Are you coming surfing with us?
Yeah, I'm here on content.
She's content queen today.
Content queen.
Just finished our surf session. What did you think, Alira?
It was harder than it looked. Yeah, it was fun.
Did you stand up?
I got to my knees, which I think's great.
I think that's a
first
win.
timer.
Yeah. It looks like there's no waves out there. It looks like a little bit of a lake, but it was actually so fun. Definitely making me want to surf more this summer, right? Sierra, who is a professional surfer, she also lives on the Gold Coast, and she said the best place to surf is Greenmount, which is where I often go swimming. So I'm feeling very inspired to actually pick up surfing this summer. How did we go, Amelia?
I caught a wave.
Woohoo! This is Jazz.
Hi guys.
We have gone swimming together actually on the Gold Coast. Jazz just did Ironman World Champs.
I have a stress fracture. It's not a vibe.
No.
Yeah, so I'm just here for the vibes. I'm gonna go swimming. That's all I can do.
Oh look, Erin's standing up.
Oh yeah, this is the one.
Oh, there we go.
Class in the session. I want no one to enjoy this. Yes,
We're doing a little workshop with.
So Aiden's gonna give you basically like the down low on like why these cameras are so great, any like info, but of course Aiden also has the knowledge to answer lots of questions for you.
This session was definitely one of my highlights of the week. I have always been fascinated by photography, but besides the few weeks in year 10 art when we learnt the basics of like exposure and aperture and I don't even really know what else, I'm fairly limited to my iPhone abilities, and it's definitely a skill I really want to improve. So it was really cool to learn from an expert. Here's Aiden doing the absolute most for us to show us all the different settings on our new cameras. It's like 12:30ish now. I'm shooting on my new Canon PowerShot V1, I think it's called. We very luckily just got gifted this camera, which is actually crazy. Very cool because it has this big wide angle, which is different to the other Canon camera that I have. But Aiden from Canon just came and gave us a little like workshop vibe and kind of taught us more about photography, which is something that I'm really interested in but have never really learnt much about, so that was very cool. And then this afternoon we have a workshop with the running room and a lunch, and we might even be able to fit in a swim down at the ocean pool. So having a bloody beautiful time right now. Everything is just very pinch me. Just look at this gorgeous day. I'm actually just like, what is my life? This is very fun. Lunchtime, oh my gosh. Wow, this looks
ready. So we got
really
some
good.
pita bread, we've got gluten-free pita bread here if you would like some as well. And then we've got some hummus, some avocado, tahini dip, and a chili dip.
Okay, so we have a little bit of a break now, so I thought I'd give you a very quick tour of this house because it is so beautiful. I am running out of battery, so let's make this speedy. This is the room that I'm sharing with Jazz. Look at this beautiful room. Very messy, definitely could have showed you before. We've got our bathroom here. Then on this level we have all of the different bedrooms, and then this beautiful living space. You can see the ocean just there, and I think out there is even the jacuzzi. I won't go out there. Then we go downstairs. Down on this level there are, I think, some more bedrooms, another living space down there that the Red Bull girls are using, and then, oh my god, an entire gym. Like, no worries. And then in here, a steam room, because who doesn't have a steam room in their house? Quite absurd, to be so honest with you. We might do a little workout in here this afternoon, so that would be fun. Extra bathroom. And then we are upstairs. Got a living area. This big, beautiful kitchen. The balcony. The infinity pool. And I've kind of done this backwards, but this is the entryway. Like, wow, just wow.
Push. Once. And go. Push. Once.
Afternoon, we did a workshop with the running room, which are basically like physiotherapists, and there was a nutritionist as well, so they taught us a lot, which made me definitely feel like I was back at uni when I did my sports science degree. And then they had some like plates, I think I showed a video before, and did some like power testing and told us like if we were equal on both sides without like hopping, different like muscle groups, which was very cool. And then what else did we do? We did a little bit of just like chilling out at the house, editing. I did a mini little workout in the gym. I wanted to go down to the ocean pool, but some of the other girls went down and they said that the tide was out, and so it was very shallow. So I'm hoping I'll be able to go for a swim either tomorrow or Friday morning. But yeah, just having a great time. Honestly, it's pretty fun. Social battery is like running low, but that's kind of like part of these trips. I think I've gotten so used to working all day, every day by myself at the moment, which is the funny thing about working in social media. Like, it's called social media. I think it's going to be super social, but a lot of the time I do just spend many, many days at home editing, working on my computer. So it's very fun to be in an environment that's a bit different and a bit more social, and like meeting all the girls because they're so lovely. But yes, I'm just so not used to doing this all day. But it's so nice. It's 6 p.m. now. I think dinner is at 7 p.m. The food has been so delicious. The chef here is like just out of this world. That is like something, if I was a million trillion billionaire, if I could afford a private chef, that would be the first thing I would pay for, because if you know me, you know I like a very quick and easy meal. So the meals that she has been preparing and like pouring love and effort into have been divine. So anyway, just thought I would check in. I think tomorrow is going to be another fun day. Courtney Atkinson, who is an ex-pro triathlete, very inspiring. He's just arrived. He also does so many cool like endurance-y things. So he's just arrived. He's gonna take us on a run tomorrow morning, which I'm super keen for. I actually haven't run at all since Noosa Triathlon, which was on Sunday, and it's now Wednesday. I don't normally take this many days off, so I'm keen for tomorrow. And we're also playing tennis tomorrow. I've got this cute little tennis dress that I can't wait to wear. And we're doing like a bit of an artsy craft afternoon. So just more good stuff. I'm truly so lucky and just having the best time. That's I'm gonna say that a million times. Bye.
Sunlight on the sea reminds me of where we used to be.
Look at this
Hair
look
caught in the wind, like a sail, you're drifting far from me.
We just finished our run. We did about 10 Ks. It was genuinely one of the most stunning runs I've ever done. We just ran around the coastline, up around the headland, and just chatted, and it was, oh, I just love starting a day like that. Gorgeous. And now it's time for breakfast, and we just took some photos, and yeah, it's just like a fun day. Love this. Very, like, what is my life right now? We just finished our 10K trail run. What did you think, Jackie?
It was super fun, and it was just lush morning.
That is a great word. It was lush. And now it's breakfast time. It's 10:30 now, and we're about to go have a tennis lesson, which is so fun. So I've just put on this new little tennis dress that I got from Lulu. Very fun. Very cute. I feel very ready for tennis. I haven't played tennis since like last summer, but I'm so excited. I was just talking to Jackie, and she literally played tennis like a lot as a kid. So I'm very intrigued to see the different levels. But yes, tennis dress on, ready to go. We just played some pickleball. This is my first time actually playing pickleball. I didn't know the rules. There's quite a lot of rules, but it's very fun. So 4 of us have been learning how to play pickleball, and then 4 people are over there having a little tennis lesson, and I think we're going to rotate soon. We just got back from tennis, had a beautiful lunch, and then we had some cake because it's Amelia's birthday tomorrow. And now the girls from Pinterest are here, and we're going to do a mobility session and then make some vision boards. I'm so excited. 2 things can be true at the same time. This is something I've been constantly reminded of lately. On the one hand, this trip was an absolute dream. The big, beautiful house, the private chef, the fun activities, the gifted products. Like, these are the experiences that so many of us have watched online for years and envied and wish we could be a part of. Well, at least that's how I felt. I shouldn't speak for others. And that's all true. Being spoiled and enjoying certain luxuries from time to time is fun, obviously. But things are never black and white, and of course, throughout this week I felt different insecurities rear their heads. There were times when I felt imposter syndrome and I questioned why I was invited over other creators who maybe have more followers than I do or have been doing this job for longer than me. There were times when I compared my body to other girls, which I really don't do often anymore, but the title of fitness influencer, or whatever you want to call us, definitely brings up certain anxieties for me, and sometimes I worry that just because I don't have the six-pack abs that some other girls have, then maybe I'm not good enough for this job, which I know is completely not true, like at all. There are so many ways to be healthy and fit and strong, and that the way that I look and how I perform in races does not determine my self-worth. I had my period, so honestly that was probably just clouding my judgment. But there were also times when I wondered what my value in this world is. Like, when I worked as a teacher, I knew who I was serving. I was helping my students, and there was a level of respect that came from others when I told them what I spent my Monday to Friday doing. I think it's such a common cliche for people to start posting their regular lives online, and then they gain a little attention, call themselves an influencer, and suddenly they have access to all these incredible opportunities. And I don't think it's wrong to say yes to these opportunities. I mean, we only live one life, and so I think most people would choose to do the cool shit rather than say no. But then so often these influencers lose touch, their lives become unrelatable, and it's like, I don't know, the world is kind of a messy place right now. Like, should I really be spending my afternoon doing a yoga class? Shouldn't I be out in the world trying to solve some bigger issue? I guess I just wanted to acknowledge how incredibly privileged I am, and that I don't take opportunities like this lightly. This trip was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime experience that I feel so grateful to be a part of. If anything, I guess I just hope I can act as a beacon of hope for anyone out there who maybe doesn't love every aspect of their life right now. Like, that was me 2 years ago. I felt completely stuck in a job that really wasn't making me feel good day to day. But now I get to do cool stuff like this, and I don't know, I feel so lucky. Guys, I finally made it down to the ocean pool. How cool is this? Wow! Ocean pool, ocean, and then there's just like these massive cliffs here. I'm gonna go swimming in there now. How sick is this? Unfortunately, time to go home. Sad. It's Friday morning. We did start the morning off with a very quick dip down over there. Erin and Sarah and I jumped in there. Some of the other girls were doing workouts this morning, but it felt like a nice morning to just sleep in and relax. And oh, there's a whole group of people going ocean swimming down there. I thought I saw a dolphin, but it was a person swimming. There's a whole group of people down there. But yes, just gone for an ocean dip, had a shower, brekkie, and packed up my stuff, and now it's time to head home. Say goodbye to this